What's up, Knoxville, Tennessee? We're at ProMotion Studios. My name is Allison. This is the Lightning Brigade. This song's called Why. Let's do this. So you say you'll stay until another comes your way. Give it all you've got until it's all that you're not. I don't know why I keep running towards the same disaster. Now I know why I set fire to all the bridges left behind. Have it all your way. Never gonna change anyway. You say it's all for now. You already forgot. I don't know why I keep running towards the same disaster. Now I know why I set fire to all the bridges left behind. I don't know why you won't let me go. And I don't care why, I'll just let you know. Now I know why I keep running towards the same disaster. Now I know why I set fire to all the bridges left behind. Now I know why I keep running towards the same disaster. Now I know why I set fire to all the bridges left behind. There's the clock, another dead-end day. 5 o'clock, always somewhere to be. Turn it up and push that pedal down. Longing for a way back now. I wanna feel my feet hit the blacktop, running on the sunset heat on that cold side summer with nowhere to be. Right here, I wanna point to the sky as the big cringes somewhere. Hear the crack of the back as the ball goes soaring. Glass shadows there, we disappear. From 92, trying to get back to you. Some Cobain. All the girls, they look like summer dreams. 'Cause summer else when that first bell rings. I would feel my feet hit the blacktop, running on the sunset on that cold and sad summer with nowhere to be but right here. I wanna point to the sky as the bay cringes somewhere. Hear the crack of the bat as the ball goes soaring. Glass shatters there, we disappear. Longing for 92, trying to get back to you someday. Have you ever longed for a night like this? A wishing well sunset, hear a penny sinking, begging for that first kiss. It's all a little blissful, waiting on a moment to say goodbye to everything we leave behind. 'Cause it's one more dance to midnight, to relieve the space of you and I. Chasing dreams just like the daylight, leaving time to its own deadline. Say goodbye to the ordinary life. Have you ever waited, walking through the echoes of a dream like this? A hot time moonlight wave just waiting for a lifelong wish. It's all a little blissful, waiting on a moment to say goodbye to everything we leave behind. 'Cause it's one more dance to midnight, to relieve the space of you and I. Chasing dreams just like the daylight, leaving time to its own deadline. Say goodbye, 'cause it's one more dance to midnight, to relieve the space of you and I. Chasing dreams just like the daylight, leaving time to its own deadline. Say goodbye to the ordinary life. To midnight, to relieve the space of you and I. Chasing dreams just like the daylight, leaving time to its own deadline. Say goodbye, 'cause it's one more dance to midnight, to relieve the space of you and I. Chasing dreams just like the daylight, leaving time to its own deadline. Say goodbye to the ordinary life. we've got a new record coming out in March. This song's called Unnamed. Let's do this. Darling, now I need some space to embrace the hell that you put me through, so I can find my own pace and face the truth I've been holding on to. It's taken so long to find my way back to the place where I can finally dream of an empty space. Anyway, how to heal, walk in the shadows of a love somewhere between the lines. The deafening silence of the truth you meant to leave behind. Untangling echoes, I unravel the ties and the binds of your broken lies. Navigating the shadows, I find space to embrace the truth I once held on to. It's taken so long to find my way back to the place where I could finally dream of an empty space. Anyway, how to heal, walk in the shadows of a love somewhere between the night. The deafening silence of the truth you made to leave behind. You walk in the shadows of a love somewhere between the night. The deafening silence of the truth you made to leave behind. Cause you can't find a way to unsay all the things meant to make me stay. Yet your words linger on like a ghost in the fog of the lies we love. We love of the lies we love.
Welcome to the ProMotion live session. Today we're joined by Adam Michael Allison. What's going on, man?
Hey man, life's good.
Oh yeah, good to have you here.
Yeah.
And just want to get a little bit of background on you. And you're based in Chattanooga now, but you've
Yeah.
been all over the place playing music,
Yeah.
pursuing this dream.
Yeah.
Tell me about what's brought you here.
Well, you know, there was a gig recently and James and I connected and we started talking, we had lunch, and I was like, man, I like this guy. So we started working with James and, you know, bringing it to the ProMotion family. You know, it's been a really good ride so far. You know, good shows, good content, good people to work with. But yeah, man, I mean, I started my career off in Nashville, you know, was a sideman for almost 5 years and then went up to Minneapolis and started doing the solo thing and, you know, eventually just kind of like late 20s, I was like, oh man, this is a long, yeah, it's a long ride. So, you know, coming back to it after some business success and, you know, did another record 2 years ago, in the middle of a new one right now. So we're pretty pumped about that.
Oh yeah, man. So tell me a little bit about your songwriting, because you've got a very unique but identifiable style. Like I feel like a lot of people could hear your sound and be like, it's a familiar. It's like one of those. It's like comfort music.
Hey, I like that.
I mean, like, it's something I feel like anybody could really enjoy. It's got a lot of style, it's got a lot of substance. Is that something you just kind of came to organically, or is that something you've worked at?
No, it didn't come organically at first. I mean, I think the first record I ever did, I took like 15 or 20 songs to produce, and he's like, nope, not that one, not this one, not this one. Oh, that's good, let's use that one. And so over time, it kind of fell into place, but it took a long time because, labels try to push you in specific directions. That direction didn't really work for me. And, afterwards, I heard an interview years ago with John Mayer, and he said, just be listenable. And so ever since then, my writing style has been like, is this listenable?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I derived that from.
Absolutely. And, it really does take somebody like a producer, somebody who's familiar with your sound, who's familiar with what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be really helpful for them to just be like, help shape that sound, to be like, man, that sounds like you.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, like you said with a label, they're going to hear something that's not you.
Right.
It's
marketable.
It's marketable. It might not be listenable. Yeah.
Right.
Big difference there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Credit to you for finding that. I mean, honestly, like that's something you got to learn over time. So with this new act, all of this is basically you writing the songs and producing?
I mean, I write all the songs. Dran, who played guitar on the sessions today, he's the producer. He produced our Ass record. He's producing this record. And so very blessed and fortunate to get to work with Dran. Zach and Sean, both play on the record. Sean's played with me for years. Zach's new to the band, but like just fits in like family. And that's the thing, is like, we have fun. We're all really tight, close-knit friends, and I think that that's what makes it work. There are other guys that fill in too, but it's all one centric friend group. And Joe Cocker, let's get by with a little help from my friends, right?
Yeah,
and so
buddy.
that's kind of where I kind of live. Like, these guys are my buddies, and we make music, and it's supposed to be fun, right? It's supposed to be enjoyable, and I really hope that the lyrics and the things, those journeys that you go through to kind of learn who you are, they help people go like, hey, I'm not on my own.
Yeah.
Someone else has lived it. And so, my hope is that, if you're watching, if you're listening, that you just find hope in what we do, and that's a big deal to me.
Like I said, it's incredibly relatable and listenable, as you said. It's great that you have that kind of friend group, circle of musicians, and the circle of trust, so to speak.
Yeah,
to where
that's a good one.
you can rely on people to come in, and maybe one of the guys got something with the family or anything that night.
Yeah.
You've got somebody that you can lean on that is not going to
Absolutely.
disappoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a strength that's a real boon and a real feather in your cap right there. So we're going forward. You said you're working on a new album right now.
New album. We just found out that through Rock Rage Radio and the partnership there, we're going to be playing South by Southwest.
Hell yeah.
And so in doing that South by Southwest thing, we decided, hey, let's release the record at South by Southwest. So we're going to release a couple singles going up to it. So those are coming out in the next month or so. We just finished the first 5. Like, we go in Tuesday to cut the final guitars on it. And then that's going to get shipped to mix and master. And then the second week in November, we're back in the studio for the week to cut the second 5. So it's been a journey, 3 years, 2 records.
That's pretty on par now. I feel like that's putting them out any sooner than that. There's a certain amount of attention to detail and care, like we were saying, like choosing the right songs, choosing the track order, all of that kind of stuff. So,
I mean, last time we released the record, we released no singles, like we did it, like a 90s rock child that I am.
Here's the album.
Here's the album. Listen to it, love it, hate it. Either way, we love you, kind of deal. And this time we were like, okay, we got to play the industry game a little bit more. And realistically, now with the partnership with you guys and Rock Rage and the team around this, guys. And you guys are a great team with us. And, you know, I think it's going to be a really stellar release. And I also think, like, the shows that are coming up, like, you know, we're doing Rocklahoma, we're doing South by Southwest, a couple other festivals here and there, you know, Biker Week in Daytona. You know, I got tattoos and stuff, but, like, I don't know if I'm going to fit in with the biker group.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
But we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun and enjoy this ride. You know, very grateful for the ProMotion team and what you guys do to support us. You know, you guys manage all the ins and outs of the things that I just simply don't.
We're excited to do it, you know? Hey, that's why we're here. There's a lot of things you don't want to do, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so exciting, man. We're talking about going in and doing the last 5 songs.
Yeah.
And you've been working on this album for, you said, about a year and a half or so?
No, we did the first album. We finished the first album about a year and a half ago. We've been working on this one since midsummer.
Okay.
So somewhere in July we started, and you know, it's come together since that point. So
it's got to be super exciting to go in, and when you've got some songs that you're very proud of, and you can go into the studio and start working on them. What's your studio rapport like? I mean, are you guys like down to business? Or are you kind of like, let's take it easy, let's get in the pocket and get in the groove?
I think realistically, Dran and I work really well together. So I'm very blessed because I've been in a room with a lot of big producers that try to push you in certain ways, and Dran's more pull, right? Like, oh, let's pull that out of it, and what I've learned, you know, over the course of the last 2 records is kind of walk in with an idea of sonically where I want to go, and I give them some feather marks. Hey, what about, you know, I really love this record and the way it sounds and these things, and I really love this song and the way that this kind of pulls out. But you got to walk in open-handed, right? You walk in and you go, here's the songs, and he'll go, yeah, and whatever he's excited about, you typically find, like, you're already excited about all of it. So if he's excited about it, then you go, yeah, let's do this. And then you send it to the band, and the band's like, yeah, this is the one. And then you go from there. But, like, we're pretty hardworking in the studio. We don't cut up a lot. I know you guys have asked for content, and it's like, hey, man, you guys are a little stiff in the studio.
But that's people operate completely different ways, and getting down to business, I think that's personally the best way.
Yeah.
You can spend a lot of time in the studio trying to find that vibe.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you never find the vibe, you've wasted 6-7 hours trying to get in the pocket, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, studio time's expensive. People's time is expensive.
Yes.
You know, and you want to respect that. You know, with our band, you know, we try to do things to the point where everybody's excited about what we do. We do things where we don't try to overexert or overstretch. We're all professionals, so we're all, we're all playing shows. Some of us have 9-to-5s and companies that we run, and this is our heart, and this is what we love to do, and what we get to do, and so always striking that balance of what we have to do and what we get to do. And so we always kind of bring that mindset of, like, hey man, we get to do this, we get to have a lot of joy in this. You know, the guys are really gracious, man, like traveling from Nashville consistently, and that's a task and a half. Hey, we're gonna track this again, and poor Sean, he drives all the way from Nashville, and he's just always happy and chipper. So like I said, like, it's a band of brothers. It really is. We get to pick each other up and encourage each other, and there's not a day that goes by we don't all talk to each other, and that's a really great thing to have.
Well, I can definitely tell that you guys are all very close-knit. The music, I think, speaks for itself, how much passion and integrity, like, you guys take the sound of it very seriously. There's a lot of nuance, there's a lot of texture and layers in there. And I mean, it's one thing to write a song, it's another thing to take it into the studio with a producer like Dan and get all of this texture and nuance out, and to be able to deliver it live. It's just a credit to, like, what you guys are doing. So,
well, it's just one step at a time. You get in and you let inspiration rule, right? You gotta, as a songwriter, it's really hard to walk in and go, like, here's my heart on my sleeve.
Chords,
yeah,
and my blood.
Yeah, here's my heart on my sleeve. Let's shape it into something great. But we all have. Have you ever heard the term "raised by the radio"?
Yeah.
We all have that "raised by the radio" thing. So like if you were in our tour rig with us, and you were riding down the road and the radio's on, we know every word to every song. And what's even worse is we probably know every producer and every mix master engineer.
So you're liner notes nerds as well.
It's just a just a Rolodex. And what's crazy is we all pretty much have the same Rolodex. Like some people lean more into the country thing, some people lean more into the rock and roll thing, some people lean more into the alt rock thing. It all gets mixed in there. I think about records that really shaped me and shaped some of us, like the Foos. All those records were really big to me. Tonic, that first Lemon Parade record, I mean, it set a tone and a pace in my life. And then you bring into modern day stuff, Kings of Leon, and even onto the countryside where you're looking at guys like Hardy, who are much younger than us, but we look at it and go like, hey man, that guy's got a sound, he's got a thing, he does his thing. We're just a normal rock band. Like we just sit and have fun, and we try to, our conflict resolution is really simple. Like, hey man, we love each other, and that's it.
Well, there's a difference between a generic rock band and an authentic rock band, and I feel like you guys fall into the authentic category.
Well, we appreciate that a lot.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to working with you on all this new content and a variety of things. Super excited for what the future holds for you guys. What's the best way if people want to reach out, if they want to book you, if they want to stream this new music, any of that?
You can go to AdamMichaelAllison.com. You can hit us up at info@AdamMichaelAllison.com. You can reach out to James here at ProMotion and the team at ProMotion. They pretty much handle most of my booking. If you want to listen, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, we're on Tidal, and hey, if you're not a streamer, email us at info@AdamMichaelAllison.com, and we'll send you a link that you can just download it and have it. We give our music away freely because we believe that that's what music's for.
Hell yeah.
So.
Right on, man. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. That way you don't miss the next ProMotion live session.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, bud.